Welcome back. I'm back after my vacation. Um, Hi, Siren. Yeah, so I went up to the opposite corner of the state for a week and thoroughly enjoyed myself. Could not stay away from doing a little bit of video editing while I was gone, but it was low key stuff like the OPM videos I've been posting. It's nothing too terribly strenuous. I did come up with an idea for shorts for the place, uh, Polymega collection discs. So as soon as I figure out how to make my vision happen, I will catch up with 11, 12, 13, and 14. Because I know I'm a little bit behind on that, but like I said, I wanted to kind of try to change up the formula a little bit after 9 and 10 were done. So, yeah, so to be perfectly honest, most of these games I have never played. And that's kind of true for a majority of everything on the Polymega collection discs. Though one thing that's kind of funny is I do actually own one of the games on one of these discs. That's Pinball Quest. I've actually included that in a video a while back. I don't think I'm going to do any better at it tonight than I did then. It'll still be fun to play. Also, I kind of remember Dragon Seeds being a bit rare too. And I think I played that on one of my PlayStation Magazine demo discs. So, I've been experimenting with water flavor additives in club soda recently. And I decided to try a guava flavor, and it's really good. I'm very much enjoying that. But yeah, so 2 new Polymega collection discs, and shock of all shocks, they're early. They were announced to be sent out in October. Obviously, today is September 29th. So I kind of congratulated them on Twitch or on Twitter saying, hey, congratulations for actually shipping something ahead of schedule. It was meant to be a bit of a joke, but also meant to be a, hey, keep this up thing. Because also, scheduled to come out in October is the EMO6 module for Atari 2600 and 7800. So if that's still on pace, we'll be seeing that sometime this month as well. I keep saying this month. Next month. It feels like it should be October because I took my vacation and came back. So it's kind of weird to have just a couple of days where it's still September and then it's October. It's just next month. So one other thing that I was planning to try to do while I was on vacation is to buff up my party in Saga Frontier 2 and take another run at the final egg boss. I think I need to go back further than just this final dungeon, because there are a couple of skills that you can only learn in one-on-one duels that sound like they would really be game changers. but I wasn't able to run into any one-on-one duels in the final dungeon, other than the bosses, and that's no fun. Um, so I may have to. Fortunately, I've been saving in different slots after every chapter. So I can just basically go back until I find somewhere where I can try to learn the skills, and then just progress back through the game. So it's going to take some time. Um, but when I get to that point, I learned a couple of useful things. One, there are these green glowing cubes all over the final dungeon that I was avoiding because I thought they would be bosses. No, they are full heal points that even replenish life points. That would have been useful to know. um, and I can save just outside of where the final boss is. So when the time comes, we'll start a stream by taking out the final boss, and then continue along with whatever else is planned for that night. So I can still have that ending on the VOD channel, because that would be kind of blue ballish of me to not play the final boss encounter through to the end after all this time. But that brings up another subject. A lot of talking tonight. I'm just back from vacation. I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. So the next couple of games that are coming up. Actually, I have one of them right here. We will be playing Shining Force 3 on Tuesdays. And on Mondays, instead of Saga Frontier 2, Virtua Quest for the PlayStation 2. This is an RPG based on the Virtua Fighter universe. I played a demo of it a while back when I was going through all of the PlayStation Magazine demos, and it was kind of fun. I kept an eye out for it, and finally found it somewhat recently. So, I can play through the whole thing. It's not... It shouldn't be anywhere near as long as the last couple of games we've played. But I'm also planning to wait to start those until at least next week, because next week will be the free dive on Tuesday. I might start Virtua Quest on Monday. It all depends. Because we've got the Polymega collection discs for today. And then tomorrow, the plan, if it doesn't get overridden, is to play the Intellivision collection on the 3DS. I had intended to do an Intellivision console exploration on my actual Intellivision, but I'm missing a critical game that a friend of the channel, Jesha, really wants to see me play. And I felt that splitting it up between the actual console and the emulator would just feel weird. And the 3DS game has a couple of benefits to it also. It has all of the Intellivision is another one of those consoles that had controller overlays, and obviously you can't see those if I'm playing the actual system. At least not while I'm using the 3D or the DS emulator will show that on screen, and then I can actually tap it if I'll be playing on the Steam Deck. So I think it will overall be a better experience. It also gives me a chance to test DS emulation on the Steam Deck in a streaming setting before we have to hit Phantasy Star Zero. So, you know what? I thought I saw that. That my mic was being a little too quiet today. So, I've turned it up a bit. Hopefully that'll help. Well, yeah, the music quieted down, but I needed to turn up my mic. On OBS, I try to make it so that my normal speech spikes toward the high end of the yellow section of the VU meter, and that the background music and game audio spikes just at the beginning of the yellow part. And that wasn't happening. So, thank you for pointing that out. I always appreciate that because I can't hear what you hear as I'm streaming. So, probably also move my microphone just a little bit closer to my mouth. But yeah, so tomorrow, if it's not overridden, we'll be doing an Intellivision exploration using the DS Intellivision Lives collection. There was an Intellivision Lives collection on the PS2 also, but I kind of like the idea of using the touch screen to control it. Also, the Intellivision Lives collection on the DS is shockingly rare. Apparently only 10,000 copies were made. I own it. You know, I only emulate what I own. But, yeah, and it was relatively cheap. It was like 15, 20 bucks when I finally found it. Yeah, so kind of one of those weird, rare games that was dirt cheap. All right, well, let's go ahead and finally get into actual game stuff here and check in on Armengard for today. And take another sip of tasty guava. I actually brought some cans of club soda and water flavoring with me when I visited my sister and had them all try it. And they all loved the various flavors. One of my younger nephews really liked the orange, which is one of my favorites too. Today is September 29th, Ring Day. Is Ermengarde gonna crawl out of the screen? A millionaire lady was kidnapped on this day. She managed to escape by giving a ring she hid in her fat belly to one of the kidnappers. So wear a ring today to get some of her good luck. Should I wear it in my belly fat? I don't think I'm fat enough to actually, like, hide something in the folds, but, you know. Let's cancel that upload. Screw with things. Right. PS5 can go to sleep. And switch everything over to the Polymega. Okay. Since we've got a bunch of arcade games tonight, I am going to be using my Akon arcade thingy. I'm hoping that eventually I can use this more directly on the Polymega. Currently, I have to use a Cronus Max dongle to convert the controller inputs, and I think that's adding some lag. Not so much that I can't rule out just personal lag. We'll go ahead and we'll start out here. So I actually have this plugged in on a USB extension so that I can swap controllers easily without having to get up and go over to the Polymega. And we'll be using a DualShock for the PlayStation stuff. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? There's no... Why do I have two Saturn Japanese things here? Oh, it's 2 discs. Oh, wow. Okay. I should have looked into getting an English patch if one exists. But when we play the Saturn version, then we'll just switch to the Saturn controller as well. Good times. All right, let's start with Tengai, which I believe is just the arcade version of Sengoku Blade. Oh, interesting. Side-scrolling shooter. Honestly, I was expecting another set of fighting games. I don't really tend to watch the video clips that Polymega posts. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been quite as surprised. Awesome. I love that it includes the boot screen. Don't like... there we go. I'm sorry, but I hate those backgrounds. Just, you know what's weird? People like them for the immersion. I dislike them because it breaks my immersion. I prefer to just have the game on the screen. Ooh, that's a nice render. Ooh, that's a nice render. Tengai! Okay. Oh! 2-player. Neat. Maybe I'll have to try this out when online gameplay happens. That's supposed to be a lemur or something? I guess there's only one more character. katana. Looks like it might be a bit difficult to play there. Okay, where is the insert coin button? There it is. Well, let's go with Miko. Okay, which button am I supposed to be pressing? Ah, okay. Ah, there it is. Ow. Give me my P scroll. Yeah, I always very much prefer games that have at least a little bit of forgiveness. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can... Okay. I am going to go to controllers, turbo, map that to turbo fire. Huh. That's weird. That's actually one of the few um, super graphics cards that I actually own. Because it was really dirt cheap, surprisingly. Ah. Oh. Well, maybe I shouldn't have switched this to auto fire, but oh well. I think I prefer it this way. Yeah, I think I got it for like, I want to say 20 bucks. It was the pack-in game, so that made it like the most common game. And to be perfectly honest, I wasn't quite so interested in it on its own merits so much as I wanted to have at least one game for every system the Polymega supported. So that meant getting a Super Graphics game. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think we're done with this for now. You know what? I am actually going to try out the dual sense. Let's see if I do any better. Oh, I can see Darius Alpha being ridiculously priced. That one's a little bit more well known. I'm sure Ghouls and Ghosts is probably the most expensive one. Just, again, because of its popularity. Alright. Sure, we'll go with Tengai this time. Feels a little weird using an analog stick, like a thumbstick, for this, and not an actual joystick. Why did my power go down? Yeah, I do feel like I'm dodging better this time. And I don't think it's down to Miko's questionable aerodynamics. Whoa. Is that spirit vomit or something? Yeah, I made it all the way through on 1 credit that time. Surrender, I am the famous Tengai. Ooh, look at all that parallax going on. That is kind of a ridiculous enemy type. I love it. What's with all the Buddha heads in the water? I read that incorrectly. No. Oh, come on. Your only power is the limit of my quarters. I have no limit now. Well, except now my limit is my patience. So... Yep. That went much better. Oh, that wasn't even to level 2. I kept fighting bosses, and I'm like, ooh, I'm progressing quickly. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna stick with the with the dual sense tonight then. My superpower is unlimited money. Oh no, it's Saint Cloud. Okay. So this looks like it's just Sengoku Blade, Japanese version. We don't need to do that again. We will move on to Samurai Aces. That's, yeah, okay. First game in the Sengoku Ace series. Vertical scrolling shooter, okay. Turn off the virtual display. There we go. More Psycho stuff, I guess. Rick Johnson. I like watching the attract modes. So that's why I've not been going right into them. Turbo Monk Tengai. Hey there, Infamous. Welcome, welcome. Ultra Genius Ken O. Flush the Samurai. I don't think he'd like that very much if I flushed him. Holy tomboy. Why is he flying an X-Wing? Yeah, I went through all of my minis and, you know, transferred what I could to the Polymega, but I don't have anything like the retro stage, so it was just CD-based stuff. Let's go with the fighter here. Oh, crap, hold on. Controllers, turbo. There we go. Much better. I was gonna say, how did I not kill that guy? And then I realized, well, I didn't really use my bombs, and I probably should have. Back here, thank you. Oh, that's creepy. Ah. Give me that. Whoa! Okay, that's pretty impressive. Well, at least you've got that out of the way. I can totally understand why that would distract you. Because if you're that close to beating the game, you're going to want to beat the game. That Deoxys? Oh, I'm out of Howl bombs. I got it, I got it. I am no good at bullet hell. My brain just doesn't work fast enough. Yeah. What? I didn't get on the top 10 list? Raw deal. Yeah, I have a few things that are kind of like that. You know, I've got the device for the Famicom disk system that lets you load images. I have the GDEMU, but I do tend to keep myself pretty strictly to what I actually own. Or in the Commodore 64's version case, what I have on disk, because I'm kind of a second generation pirate there. Right? Oh, jeez. Yeah. So Arch Clown Infamous was basically, I know you paid some money for it, but he was basically given a copy of Earthbound for the second time in as many years by someone that he was, you know, working at their house doing internet stuff for. Yeah, again? What other reaction would I have? Okay, on to Chimera Beast. Which. Huh. I wonder if that has a Japanese equivalent. Saint Dragon. Why does that sound familiar? Do I actually. Did I already have this? Was that one of the games that was preloaded onto the Polymega? Okay, virtual display. Turn that off. There we go. Hmm. Far away on a planet similar to Earth, a new life form emerges. A life form that ingests other creatures, absorbs their DNA, and somehow is able to assume the characteristics of their prey. These greedy, merciless creatures are without conscience. They are the most purely evil and dangerous of all known life forms in the universe. What fate awaits these amoral predators, which will soon come to be known simply as eaters? I am surprised I was able to keep up with the scroll. Quite frequently, that doesn't happen. What the hell? Oh, jeez, it's firing its mouth. Okay, well, I don't know what your Japanese is saying, so... Yeah, you got like Chrono Trigger and some other stuff. Okay, so this is like Evo the side-scroller. Let's hear that wonderful voice one more time. Beautiful. Yeah, I got that. Micros, stage 1. Okay, so I definitely want to not have auto fire turned on. Okay, enemies can come from behind me, good to know. Oh, when I get hit, I just lose body parts. Okay. I'd rather that than insta-death. Oh, what the hell. Oh, it was sucking me in. That's not good. DNA meat. Ah. Eat times life times 1000. Fish, stage 2. Okay, so I absorbed cancer. Wonderful. That's supposed to be a good thing? Oh! Right up whatever I've got for a sphincter. I don't think I've eaten any of those yet. Yeah, this should have been Life Force, right? it! I want to get this thing out of here. I guess I'm not going to not going to do it by eating it. At least not with my current mouth. Okay. I made it. Well, I ate a child and then I got cancer. Okay, great. Another boss fight. What the hell? Yay, I won. Haha. I'm gonna eat your 0 points. Birds! Okay. Wait, it was going on about how terrible the Chimera was. But I think I'm the Chimera. How am I flying? I don't think I ate any ones up until now. The music in this game is kind of bizarre, but I can dig bizarre. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier too. It's basically side-scrolling Evo. Or like a shooter version. Oh, what the hell? Okay. So I just got wasted by a bunch of flying weasels. Wow, got the top spot on the ranking. Okay. Well, let's continue along with Dragon Blaze. Thank you. I will do just that. Perfect. Not all of them. Um, Good chunk of them have been fighters. Uh, the most recent ones before these were adventure and exploration and non-shooter arcades. But this being a Psycho collection, yeah, it's going to be shooters. That's mostly what they did. So the next collection is Astyanax, which is a side-scrolling beat 'em up type of deal. But also there are some games on this collection that they like to throw random games on the collections that don't really match. But I bet they're like, we're not going to put these on any other kind of collection, so let's just throw them on this one. Skull Dragon. Let's go with Sonya. Whoops, that was the bomb. Alright, moving a little bit more slowly. There's got to be some sort of strategy to bullet hell. Because, I mean, some of these just seem undodgeable. But since the bullets quite frequently aim for you, I wonder if there's a way to, like, juke them about. Yeah, I wasn't going to take any chances on that. Or if it's just down to memorizing the patterns, which that's never going to happen for me. $10,002 points. This is the magic stone, isn't it? Sonya, collect 3 more stones, same as you got now. I'm familiar with this voice. God of Sun? Okay. So, just basically don't pay attention to much else other than my sprite. Hitting stuff will take care of itself. Keep moving. Serpentine, serpentine. Power up, power up. I do appreciate it when there are shots that I can intercept with my own lasers. It just tends to be pretty rare. I can't really... trust that that will ever be the case. Curse of the devil comes up to such a place, I have to hurry up. Okay, stage 1-3. We'll see if I can make it to 2. Ah. I like to try to at least get to the first boss. I can play Dragon Spirit. No thanks. I do own it. In fact, I think I've got it for the NES and TurboGrafx. Jeez. Just about to fire off my bomb just to try to survive that. Use the dragon shoot. Shrine leading to the Dark World appears by one more stone. I'll do my best. Want all those coins. But I couldn't get them because I was being blockaded by bullets. Ah. That bomb attack seems to be able to wipe out more bullets than my normal attack does. From here, even more formidable enemies are awaiting you. Go generously. I'm alright. The hell did that mean? Thank you for replacing the bomb I used. What the hell? Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Poseidon. Okay, that was a pretty cool effect. So, he shot circles with an arc cutout, and then shot right down the arc. How's that fair? Was that the end boss of the level? You came here at last. The devil is ahead. Curse on my mother is going out soon. Yeah. You almost fulfill your mission. Hang on in there. Ow, the Japanity. Oh, goody. Someone's smoking outside again. How do people not realize that when you smoke right outside of a building, it gets sucked in the HVAC? I don't care if people smoke. I care when I end up smelling it. Because I don't enjoy that smell. No, I'm being swallowed up! Eek! 1-7? I don't get that. Is it just going to, like... Are we going to actually get to a 2, or... Oh, jeez. Or is the 2 going to be, like, a loop? Okay, that giant turtle needs to pay closer attention to what he swallows. This can't be good for it. I didn't even see what killed me that time. Nibiru's. Cross out all of you with my dark energy. I was gonna say, you're a lot smaller than the other bosses I've already defeated, so... I had a bunch of bombs saved up. Oh, hello. That was unfair. %, let's go. Sonia, you fulfilled your duty as a princess. Thank you. It's my pleasure, Mother. You did your best. Come here, Sonia. Mother! Oh dear, you're just like a child. All's well, Bubble. Oh? Okay, yep. The 2 was just kind of a loop. %101%. You know what? I'm actually going to save state here. Yeah, I didn't know what to deal with think about those fish. Was my mother one of them and just, like, shapeshifted to look like my mother? That's why she said, all is well, Bubble, at the end. No, I know where I've played this before. Ant Stream. Okay. I knew I had played it somewhere before. And not in the arcade. Pang. Yeah. So the cool thing about this is that your body is indestructible. It's just your head that can be broken. So if you kind of go like this, you're in pretty good shape. Oh, it got to me from below. Oops. Ah, I hit the ground. Dang it. I think I do want to turn on turbo though. That was entirely on me. Freaking cats. Jumping at me from nowhere. Jump right over me. Not even gonna try to take you out. See, this is a little bit more manageable, bullet-wise. In fact, it's kind of nice to be the one inflicting the bullet hell for a change. I must have gotten an invincibility or something. I definitely should have died. Okay, you're large. I went right into that one. Oh, nice of them to start me off with a decent amount of weapon power. Get over here. Ah. I knew better. I just did not follow through. Okay. Well, that was almost bad. Ah. Oh, cool. This game definitely makes you think differently because you need to let your body take damage sometimes, like with those things. But it touched my head. But with those orbs, for example, you know, letting your body take the hit. Good way to clear the path for your head. See, I can do pretty decent when I'm not dealing with friggin' bullet hell. Doesn't mean I won't still screw up, but... Nice. Pow. Okay, well, let's check out the PC Engine version really quick, just to see how different it is. Normally I don't play all the ports, but... it doesn't have the pang. um... Graphics are pretty close. Okay, it wasn't letting me use the analog stick. That's why I ran right into it that time. Need to turn on auto fire. Whoa. So visually this isn't too bad, but it feels a lot more sluggish. Although that auto fire seems to be just really tearing it up. Wow, I was actually able to destroy one of the cat things. Oops. Ran into the cat butt. Hey, gimme! Dang it. That's an interesting game over screen. Okay, not bad. You could definitely see where it took some hits from the arcade version, but... Okay, so a couple of Polymega collection discs back, we had a cowboy game. Now we've got an Indian game. Yeah, a bit, doesn't it? Aw. Dobby's not a gremlin, he's an elf. Oh. No attract mode on this, huh? Right. Wait a second! Okay, so part of that sting, that bum ba 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 bum ba 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 ba, uh, the YouTuber Civi uses that for his spoiler alert sound effect. I never thought I'd run into something like that. Talk about a specific reference. So I think the only offensive part so far is the name of the game. But we'll see how things progress. That said, whoops, cowboy game was actually pretty fun. This isn't too bad either. There we go. Almost giving me some Mega Man vibes to a certain extent. What were you bouncing off of? Screw it, iframes. Oh, nice. I just lost a life and got to continue right from where I was. That's uncharacteristically generous for an NES game. Okay. Let's do the secret cliff. But you're telling me about it right in the map. How is it a secret? Okay, ice physics. That's why I didn't go to the ice one. Okay, little girl? I thought I was paused, but I guess not. What the hell is that supposed to be? Boom! Interesting. Let's see if the magic wood forest is a little less, slippery. Yeah! I'm gonna be swimming in this one. So we got pink elephants going on. Oh, crap. Okay, well, at least I can get it back up this side. Here we go. Fine. Oh, select is pause? Alright. No idea what that is. You know what I haven't done yet is grab all of the instruction manuals off of these discs yet. Oops. Yeah, a little bit, isn't it? Okay. Oh, I see. Understanding did not assist me there, but... Sure, let's go to the fire test. Oh, I think that extended my reach. Dang it. Oh, okay. So that's not instant death. I wish I could shoot upward. What is the point of being able to raise my hands if I can't shoot upward? Oh, okay. Whoops. If I press up and jump, I can stab upward. Wow. Interesting game, but way too, but quite a bit tough. Okay. Sayuki World 2, huh? It's a Monkey King thing. Hold on for a sec. I don't think this was even listed on the back of the box. Yep. Journey to the West. Oh! No! You know what this is? The same game, but the Japanese version. So in the Japanese version, they decided to take a Chinese stereotype, and in the American version, they took a Native American stereotype. Wow, you guys are firing on all cylinders. Yep. Same game. Okay. Well, that answers that at least. Okay. So let's switch to Saturn controller. And try out the Japanese version. of Sengoku Aces. Yeah, Sun Wukong. I know the story. Black Myth Wukong, all sorts of different stuff has come off of that. Enslaved. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious. We have a thing in the Polymega Discord where one of the members likes to put the crappy Wonder Boy face on everything. And so I put the Wonder Boy face on her cleavage when the announcement was made. So, is this going to be a... Why is this a 2-disc shooter? Oh yeah, let's monkey level. Yes. I am a monkey. Demo mode, original, more options. For fighters, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Well, we did both of these in the last one. He looked like he was kind of difficult to deal with. We'll go with her. It's episode 2, that's why there's a second disc. Whoops, I used the bomb. Alright, hold on. I need to... Turbo. Thank you. Okay. Not a bad conversion of the arcade experience, but not quite there either. Like, the sprites seem to be smaller. But this is also the kind of thing that the Saturn excels at, so it still looks pretty awesome. Probably didn't need to switch to a 6-button controller for this, but meh. I can, so I will. I appreciate the info drop, Archclown. I am not going to read it right now, but I will read it as soon as I have a moment. Yes, thank you for subtitling the lemur's ook ook. That was extremely useful. Oh. Okay. You know what? Let's check that out then. So we start with this disc. This supposedly has a whole bunch of like art stuff. Yeah. I can see how this might not, like, even if it was traded in, how this disc might not survive. Take you. Guest art collections, winning work announcement, all contest application works, character file, shooting stars, samurai fortune telling. Oh, this is gonna be good. Except I'm probably not gonna understand a word, but. Okay. Is this a port of... Yeah. Look at that. We get doubled up on Strikers 1945. Or is it just art from other Psycho games? Okay. Ah, the genius.
1993年発売の業務用縦スクロールシューティングゲーム物語はこの戦国ブレードの前作にあたり主人公は小より天外アインの他にユーニスの姉颯のジェーン超天才剣の剣王丸カラクリアの源内らが登場するその個性豊かな攻撃方法やキャラクターの組み合わせで変化するマルチデモストーリーなどが好評を博しゲーム業界指数誌で同年のベストシューティング賞なるものを受賞したヒット作最強のシューティングゲームで唯一セガサターンに移植されている
Yeah, that's not going to be on this disc, Infamous. Sorry. Oh, it's just art. I was hoping that it was going to be like the actual games. That would have been kind of an interesting thing to include on a disc like this, but... This is really high-res artwork for the Saturn.
Gunbird 1994年発売の業務用縦スクロールシューティングゲーム戦国エースのゲームシステムを受け継ぎ20世紀初頭の Dang it, I'm probably going to spend more time on this than I have on any of the other games so far, simply because I eat this shit up. I love the story behind video games. 中華な女同士イヤンニャンロボット軍人バルナス宮大工のテスラが登場コミカルな敵との掛け合いもさることながら特に魔法使いの少女マリオンがその可憐な可愛さで
Like this is promotional stuff.
すでにアトラスより同タイトルのサターン版が発売されているからしてまだ持っていないお方今すぐゲットすべし
Oh wow. Makes me feel a little bit better about dumping $100 on this pair of games. show off.
Strikers 1945 95年発売の業務用縦スクロールシューティングゲーム
Yeah, it's just kind of hilarious that we got a Strikers 1945 collection, and now we're getting a collection with an advertisement for Strikers 1945 on it. I love this.
敵の構成なストイックな展開で稀に見るロングランヒットとなった。プレイヤーの操る時期も P38 ライトニング
Oh, the P38 Lightning. I actually just saw one of those in person when I was on vacation last week. It was the plane that Major Richard Bong flew toward the end of his Ace run. And they have his actual plane in a museum in Superior, Wisconsin. Kind of going backwards through all of these. I think I'll do this one and then start from the top because that seems to be like that particular order. Well, this probably isn't going to work very well if it's all text, but okay, well, we get pictures at least. Wow, okay, well, if you were getting a rise off of the other pictures so far, slam it back up into your throat. Of course. Had to take it one step further. Okay, I'm going to just take a look at some of the fan art here, and then we'll move on to the next disc. Hey, look, it's Civi. The Nerk twins. Yeah. Not only that, but this is like fan art stuff. How often did you see that sort of thing on games like this? I liked the style of that last one. Almost looked like it almost looks like this was done in crayon. Or colored pencil. I'm a big fan of colored pencil as an art medium. That one's pretty well detailed. And the winning work announcement.
さーて皆さん、イラストコンテストの主役、暴れん坊ミコことこより賞の発表だよ。
こよりの応募数も大した。
Are they actually getting the characters to announce the winning
やっぱ
works?
私が一番人気かな。
Because that would be kind of awesome.
やはり巨乳は強しといったところかの。
巨乳
I
っ
don't
て
know
いう
what
の
they're saying,
天
but
外。それじゃあ発表するわよ。ズバリこより賞はこの作品だ。こより賞は茨城県の大島さんに決まり。
that's not
と
bad.
いえばいつぞやの。
あ、覚えてた？ガンバードでマリオン賞をゲットした人だよね。今まさに最強
I kind of liked the last one out of the
そいつはめでたい。
other group more than this, though.
おめでとう大島さん。これからも最強のヒロインを応援してね。
わしの応援もな。
I'm gonna try something really quick here. Okay. Change that to Japanese. Oh, that's gonna cause problems. Hold on. Let's just try. No, no. Dang it. Stop. Okay, Japanese. Okay. Let's see if this works. I'm going to mute the mic for a moment here so we don't get duplicate audio.
Yosha! 天外賞はこの作品に決定じゃ。東京都のピオブプトさん、わしゃお主に決めた。
天外、頭の上になんか乗ってるわよ。
こりゃ善次郎じゃ。わしの相棒のタカじゃ。かわいいの。
かわいいってあんた血が出てるわよ。
オッケーオッケーオッケー。善次郎、ドーンと来いや。わしと善次郎の絆を描いた珠玉の作品じゃの。いやー、気に入った。ピオブプトさん、礼を言うぞ。
ピオププトさん、かわいい作品ありがとね。
Well, I was hoping that Google Translate would pick some of that up, but it just wasn't playing nice. Okay, that is really cool, but I'm gonna wrap that up. Okay, I do need to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back, and then we'll poke at Collection 14. Okay. We go into this collection. I've got enough time. Goodness. Well, start out with the arcade version. Bastionics. Not even really sure if I'm saying that correctly, but... A friend of mine used to have a mule in Final Fantasy XI named Bastionics. Hey there, Jesha. Welcome, welcome. That is an awful background. Jeez, what the hell? Oh, that's what it looked like on the arcade cabinet? No, thank you. Power up. Stage 1 in the forest. I can see where the legendary axe thing comes from. Wonder if legendary axe was inspired by this. That's the magic button. Oops. I died. Want to charge up and hit you with a flame sword. There we go. Yay, platforming. Hey, I made it across. Well, I guess I can't move on until this is dead. There we go. Oh, I'm out of magic. Okay. It's okay, I got more quarters than you have life. Okay, that was pretty sweet. Alright, I am going to save state, actually, and let's go right into the NES version. Yeah, I think Lord of King is Astyanax, the Japanese version. Because that's actually the name on the inside of the reversible cover for the Polymega collection disc. I'm a freshman at Greenview High. Okay. Don't understand what the dream means, but man, she was banging hot. Sounds about right. My cats have been keeping me up the last couple of nights, but that's mostly, you know, okay, it's my turn to cuddle now. Welcome back. No, this... Okay, so the NES has different framing, but the gameplay is pretty similar. And... I was trying to, Okay, up and attack is a magic spell. Hang it. Get out. Trying to hold back on using the magic, but... forced my hand. Oh. I knew it was from Greek mythology. I didn't know where in Greek mythology it was from, because Greek mythology is pretty expansive. And I knew that before he mentioned it in the cutscene. Is that a hand? Finally, jeez. Oh, I've got a sword now instead of an axe. Oh, thank you. For all the good it did. Game over. No, I don't play again right now. Okay, so yes, it is the same game-ish. Much more of a departure from the arcade version than you would normally get. And this Lord of King, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what story they put on the Famicom version. I bet it's not a high school kid. I mean, I won't get the text, but oh, maybe it is. Huh, okay. That's just kind of a hilarious name. The Lord of King. Ooh, this looks like it might be fun. Shingen Samurai Fighter. Oh, turn off that stupid virtual display. Go. Samurai. Rishige Suwa. Right. All right reserved. So only one right? That was a good horse whinny. Oh, heck yeah. You can keep your Tsushimas and your Yotes. Check this out. Okay, I can jump. I kind of like this, partially because of the apparent difficulty. How do I turn around? I can't turn around. I like it kind of for the same reason as Bushido Blade, where it's like not necessarily one hit kill, but you really have to pay attention to how you're hitting an enemy. I think I need to look at the manual before I play that one again. Soul Divide. Oh, yeah. Okay. This one looked pretty cool. I've seen a number of those episodes. It's been a while. But ooh, that's pretty. You know, some music wouldn't have killed you. Unless... Okay. Now that we've got that... Dang. Some of the arcade games in these collections actually have the dip switch settings in the options menu. And sometimes on games like this, the dip switch settings can be changed to either have audio or not in the attract mode. Man, this has some amazing art to it. Okay. Kashan, Vorg, Tayora. That's it. Okay. We'll try Kashan. Netify. I destroy the world if they're for power. You must die for the new world I create. It's too late. You'll pay for this. Okay. There doesn't appear to be any sort of charge attack. Oh, cool. I have a melee attack. Oh. Interesting. I've got a choice of direction. Just need to turn on turbo here. Follow Iftar. Beg reinforcements. Let's get reinforcements. Stay here and ward off the enemy. Yes, sir. Once again, I will put a stop to this. Honestly, I think this might have been on like a wish list or something that I wanted to grab this on the PlayStation. Hey there, Hubs. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Not entirely sure how to use my magic. You're the commander, aren't you? Prepare to die here. I have no time for you now. Goodbye. Whoa. Nessie, is that you? Aha, okay. Figured it out. It's both attack buttons. But I don't think I have enough power to cast Thunder yet. I've seen someone do a playthrough of that game. My sympathies. I should have walked up and hit him. Blown up. It leaves. Need the herb, man. Yeah, the platforming is kind of stupid on that game. Because it's top-down platforming. Wow! That just tore it to shreds. Portal to Hell Island must be around here somewhere. Ah. Friggin' harpies. Okay. I think we got a good enough look at that one. Yeah. I seem to remember, I kind of remembered that it was Sunsoft. So, you know, you're going to hate yourself, but you're going to love listening to it while it happens. That was pretty cool. I'm trying to remember. Yep, it is on the PlayStation. I think I might have actually... Is this going to be the first time that something from my wish list is fulfilled by a PlayStation or by a PMCD? Sure, we'll do Pinball Quest. I've done this on stream before, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Mostly because I'm terrible at it anyway. No, this isn't on my wish list. Huh. Thought it was. Yeah, I actually, Oh, you know what? Let's just not do the RPG mode. Okay, got it. I actually included this in a YouTube video I did a while back on, like, sports RPGs. And I just figured that this would, you know, was kind of in that realm of weird RPG mechanics. I did 100-foot robot golf, Captain Tsubasa, and, you know, its spiritual successor, Blitzball. Oh, hey, okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. What game are you asking about, Jesha? Okay. Let's see if I can do this right this time. Okay, there we go. Set the angle. And then fire. Gonna stop anytime soon? Ah, I completely missed. Dang it. Sounds about right. Cool. So, yeah, the main attraction to this game is RPG mode, where you're actually a sentient pinball trying to rescue the pinball princess. It's not easy, but it's kind of a hilarious concept. Okay. Take a look at the PlayStation version of Soul Divide. I'm saving Dragon Seeds for last intentionally. So that's why I'm skipping it right now. But I want to see how close the PlayStation version is to the arcade version. Sure, I'll do that after this. Oh yeah. Inject that sound right into my veins. By the way, Jesha, tomorrow night I'll be doing the Intellivision stuff. It's the Psycho intro. So this seems more pre-rendered CG than the arcade version, which just seemed to be like fancy sprite work. I like both. This is pretty good for PS1 era. I don't know if Tron Deadly Discs is on the compilation. And I'm only going to be playing the DS compilation. I don't want to switch between the two systems. Well, no, actually, let's do original, because we've already seen the arcade version. New game. Well, and that's one good reason to, well, let's take Tayora this time. We did Keishan before. That's going to be a good reason to use the DS version, because I don't have the instruction manuals or overlays for most of the games I have. I can take 3 items. Alright. I'll take a boost here. Get freeze right off the bat. Start game. Alright, they switched the controls around relative to the controller. So, give me one sec here. It's kind of weird. So, in the arcade version, X on the DualSense was the melee attack, and square was the ranged attack. Now it's square for the melee attack and triangle for the ranged attack. It's a little odd, but now that I know... Oh, and I can't use the analog stick, so that didn't exist yet. And then circle for the magic. Yeah, the 3D or the DS version did have the instruction manuals, and I keep saying 3DS. It was on the regular DS. The DS version did have instruction manuals. It also shows the controller overlays, which I feel is going to be a better streaming experience. So it's another reason I'd rather just emulate the DS version. Oh. Okay. That's kind of cool. I didn't even use any of my items. Alright, that's worth poking at independently. Get out of our way. We have arms and legs. You will stand no chance against us. So yeah, there's the story. So you actually need to... Yes. You actually need to do specific things to progress. Kind of like you're doing quests in an RPG. I've been waiting for you. You look like you're really on the ball. I need your help to save the princess. The princess has been kidnapped and is being held captive further north in the castle. Destroy the monsters that get in your way and increase your attack strength. Sorry, I cannot give you more help. Used to be a soldier in the king's army, but now I'm just a spirit walking the earth. I think I have to... that last gravestone up there. There is a lot of lag on these controller flippers. And I don't think it's the Polymega's fault. I think it's the game itself. As you can see how slowly the flippers react. Ah. No, I'm good for now. You get the idea. It's kind of cute, but a little too brutal. Okay, what's Takeda Shingen? Okay. So it's adding RPG elements to that samurai game we played earlier. Yeah, it's not a bad game, it's just hard to play. Okay. I have not found it yet. It is on my, you know, keep an eye out for wish list, but also I think it's supposed to be kind of expensive. You know what sucks? I'm doing better at this because it's not constantly turning my back toward the enemy. Wonder if there's an English patch for this. I could actually understand what's going on. I'm actually kind of enjoying this. It looks a little slow, but oddly enough, it's a little bit of a reprieve from all the fast-paced stuff I've had to play tonight. I think I might have seen it at MGC once, but yeah. 130 is not here, have this. Or at the very least not, I'm gonna buy this for you type of thing. I kind of dig the music too. It sounds pretty good for... Oh, it froze all the enemies. Interesting. It still has the distinctive TurboGrafx/PC Engine sound to it, but well orchestrated. Yeah, I hear you, Hubs. I want to install my Master System games too. No, this is a TG16 title. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here. Well, okay. The Japanese version is fine as long as there's a patch for it, because I can apply that patch and play it on the Analog Pocket. And eventually on the Polymega. I'm guessing that these are the same game also. Yeah, it's a similar description, so. I like that they include both versions. What the hell am I looking at right now? The Great Zebediah, Master Magician! Most excellent, dude. Aw. Ted finally got a date. So, like, Jake, is this Zeb dude for real? Will he teach you his totally rad magic? Yup, he thinks I have gnarly potential. You're God. Okay, so there's one thing just being bad translation. There's another where you go way too far. This is that. So Zeb, what's up with all the jogging? Can't I just learn magic and skip the aerobics? It's all in the legs, my young friend. You'll find that they're the first things to go. Exercise will make your magic more powerful. Sounds righteous, dude, but I'm pooped. Don't be a wimp, Jake. Do it for the pussy, Jake. Hey! Jake has been attacked by surprise! Oh. Wow, look at that. A couple levels of parallax in the background. Oops. Alright, another one where up and attack is magic. Not actually attacking upwards. It kind of does, doesn't it? I was going to try to work something in there, but I didn't get a chance because the text was basically scrolling on its own. Gotta work your legs! Those beautiful, supple thighs! This is another, that was hilarious. He goes down and he's like... Feels like another shot of trying to capture Mega Man's vibe. Okay. Last game of the night. Dragon Seeds. So, this was a warm city. Is it next to Moistville? So this is a, Pokemon-alike, but probably nowhere near as good as Jade Cocoon. I think I remember playing this, playing a demo of this on a PlayStation Magazine disc a while back. Jellico. Sela period year 180. Scientists predict that the polar regions will completely melt and most of the continents will be submerged underwater. Year 183. A creature measuring over 10 meters is found. A team of geologists and biologists determine that the creature is over 90 million years old. The species of the creature is undetermined. Research on the creature becomes classified. Year 198. Data on the creature is disclosed. It has been cloned. A new world order is established. Year 199. The clones have evolved and appear in a variety of species. Now known as dragons, these beasts become the focus of a new sport. A city emerges around the arena where the dragons do battle. Welcome to your new home. Bloop. Versus memory card battle. Interesting. That might be fun once we can manipulate save information on the Polymega. Trade these around and do battle. Oh, that was a complicated sound. This town will be your new home. Let's go. Greetings. You come to study the way of the Dragon Sages. Welcome to Warm City. Masters have been expecting you. Before you proceed, you must register with the council. Okay. You have been provided with a room at the public house. Unit 1004 will be your home. Please stop by the clone lab. You can clone, nurse, and store dragons there. Ooh, that's gonna chafe my nipple. Nice dragon. Looks like a strong fighter. He looks powerful. He needs training. Pardon me. Count Awazanak. I see to it that I personally greet all newcomers. I can offer you some good advice if you let your dragon practice with mine. Sure. I'm grateful. Be good for my dragon too. One thing that's a little bit weird that you're not seeing, I'm pressing square to advance the text. Enter 2 commands. Dragon will follow your orders. Ow. Sword attacks are only effective at close range. Use Reflector against special attack. See, I don't know what button does what. I'm pretty impressed with the size of the character models, though. He'd have lived, he would have grown into a mighty dragon. You killed that poor thing just to make a point? Don't be too disappointed. I've trained dragons for many years. You must learn the ways of the dragon sages. Go to the clone lab. There you will hatch a new dragon and prepare him for combat in the battle arena. January 1st, 201. Memory Forest. Pablo's. I want to check out my apartment. Oh, this place is a shithole. Save anyway. Greetings. Welcome to the Clone Lab. I'm Nina, research trainee. Is this your first time here? Would you like me to give you a brief explanation? Sure. To produce a dragon, you must first select a dragon species. The DNA strands that form the building blocks of the dragon are incomplete. To complete the DNA sequence, you need to form a new strand. This strand will determine your dragon's attributes. The nursery will keep it for 1 day. There, the dragon will learn basic skills. Biobank, you can store up to 16 dragons. Dragons are cryogenically suspended. To begin cloning, please go to the next counter. Where are you going today? I'm gonna start with cloning. I'm the chief engineer, Tomas. You may select one of 6 dragon species. Remember, the dragon's DNA strands are incomplete. To complete the DNA sequence, you need to form a new strand. This strand will determine your dragon's attributes. Form a strand by connecting keywords. Alrighty, shall we begin? One species. Okay, so they didn't want to completely copy Monster Rancher and go with CDs, so they're going to make you select words like .hack. I can dig it. Winged Saurian, Myriopod, Wasp Dragon, Crustacean, Storm Dragon. Its whole body is composed of inorganic compounds, but it's called Natura? You know what? This sounds interesting. These words correspond to DNA strands. Compatible strands form phrases. Create a phrase. Oops. Jalico? Alright. Let's see what we got here. Jalico is eternal. We'll suck up and see what happens. That sounds nice. Do you want to use those words? Okay, that looks kind of cool. This is the cell you chose. Some dragons' weight may increase faster than others. It starts at 5.4 tons? Jeez. Well, some dragons may increase their special attack attribute faster. Am I at 108 out of 3? Is that what that says? When you raise a dragon, you should consider its strength. Muscle? This dragon appears worth your effort. Want to keep this dragon? Sure. Give your dragon a name. Warm gray tiny beast, right? Okay. Just because this was a thing last week, I'm gonna name it Bob. Name ending with B sounds like a real name. This is the name you register for your dragon. I'll send your dragon to the nursery in the B district. You must be Anakev. Dragon's eyes look good. I'm Dwyer. I'm in charge here. I'll care for Bob until it becomes a child dragon. Grow in 24 hours. I'll set up a training program. Select 2 attributes to be strengthened. Be alert about dragon's weight increases. Weight will impair your dragon's speed. Okay. Wisdom affects your dragon's evolution. More speed, the better it evades. There's a limit. Hit points. Much sense. Physical strength. Its ability to attack with fire, ice, or thunder, and its number of uses. Okay, got it. So its muscle is stronger than its special right now. Good to know. Honestly, I want to have it train wisdom and speed. Are these the attributes you want to improve? Yep. Let me warn you, you must pick up your dragon after 24 hours. 1 day for us is 1 year for a dragon. Not funny if a dragon becomes old in the nursery. Where are you going today? I'm gonna exit and save. Because we are done for the night. I think this is the first time we've actually gotten like a JRPG type of thing well, maybe not so much JRPG, but something that's got a lot more substance to it in a Polymega collection. You know, we've gotten a lot of fighting games and shooting games and platformers and stuff like that. But we haven't really had anything like this on this level. So, all in all, I'm pleased with this set. Not quite as excited as I was about the last one, but I think this one's got more legs to it. Firm, supple legs. So, let's go find someone to raid. Do... Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. We'll go with Fortifier tonight. He's been having a rough time lately, so it's just work being properly difficult. So, good to see him live. Let's go ahead and start that raid. Thanks to everybody for dropping by tonight. Always appreciate it. Rest well when you do, and in the meantime, enjoy Fortifier.